Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Mo from Morning Cup of Moes. We took a week off so we could actually get into our new space. We got our studio up and running. We're loving it right now. PNP did it big, as they always do. You see their freaking computers. This guy's about to build one already. But we are absolutely loving it here.
Excited.
So we have a lot of stuff going on. Please like, follow, subscribe, do all those good things. That'll keep us going and keep everything up and running. And give us some suggestions, please. How to decorate this room. I know I'm going to have my Steelers stuff up here. No, that's for sure.
Stuff, man,
Stop.
Let's do it.
We're going to have it.
Baby.
Let's get into the topics, Doc. What is it?
We got coffee from Scooters. We got our
Scooters. Scoot forward,
corner. NBA, NFL, UFC. Would you rather start, cut, bench? Let's get into this coffee.
All right, let's do it.
Scooters.
Hey, they were so peppy on that mic.
They were.
Like, I wanted to hire them.
I need that in the office.
We need to hire them. Like, she was so happy.
Like, hey, what can I get for you today? And I'm like,
I was taken back. Yeah, and then you done with the order? Scoot forward, please. I'm like,
forward.
All right. And then the guy at the window was like, how's your weekend looking? What do you got going on? Like, holding up conversation. I'm not used to that. It was actually customer service. I was like shocked.
Customer service, you don't see that anymore.
Not at all.
Unfortunately.
All right, so what do we got here?
We got something called a turtle latte, hot and cold, and we got a nitro cold brew. What do you want to start with first?
Let's go nitro.
As soon as you seen that, you're like, man.
Oh, they look good. I'm going nitro cold brew. I'll take this one right here.
There we go. Ready?
Yes, sir. Always.
Looks like a glass of Coca-Cola.
That's smooth.
I like that.
And I usually don't. You know me. I like my coffee scorching hot. Scorching hot. But this, it's good. Because usually, man, when it gets cold, it gets that like sour, nasty taste. This one's actually good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's right down the street. It's not too bad. They just opened up. It's
Plymouth, Michigan.
Yeah.
Wow,
that was good.
That's good.
Yeah, gulp it all down, buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Swing it down. I'm enjoying mine. I don't know about you. All right, which one you want to go with next? Let's go with the cold turtle latte.
All done. Look at
that. Turtle latte cold. Let's see how this one is.
The cold brew, you didn't rate it. I rate it. Come on, man.
Oh, cold brew? 6.8.
Wow, no.
6.8. That's high.
7.8.
Okay, that's your standards. 6.8 is high for my standard. Plain and simple. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. This is actually good.
That is good. Wow. Man,
wow, that's actually good.
I'm about to go buy a house right next to
Scooters. Is good. For a sweet coffee, still tasting the actual coffee taste, but man, it's a good dessert. I would hate to see the nutritional facts on it. I would hate to see the nutritional facts on that.
That's easy, like 1,000 calories.
Yeah, easily.
But man, this is good.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Turtle
latte. Cold turtle latte, iced turtle latte. I don't know how it was ordered. What's your rating?
You don't want it on my rating. Woo!
That high, huh? Give it
8.4.
7.2.
Oh, that's high.
7.2. That's high.
Wow.
That's high.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go. This is a turtle latte. This is a hot turtle latte.
Can we talk about this cup first?
Hey, we looked at it.
Beautiful cup.
Yeah.
Look at this cup. Scooters Coffee, established 1998. I'm older than it. 96, baby. Muffin Mountain. Where does Scooters come from?
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing where it originated from.
All right, you ready?
It's got to be in there somewhere.
Look at this little sticker.
Yeah.
Too. Customer service. Everyone was happy in there.
They were. All right, ready for this?
I'm ready. Are you ready? Little plastic on there. This is good, but it's better iced.
I think I like it way better iced.
Yeah, it's better iced.
Yeah. Like this goes back down to, for me, like 6.2, 6.3.
Just the aftertaste, a little bit heavy. I'll go with 7 here.
Yeah. No, it's still good, though. Flavor's still there. I don't know what it was with the ice. It was just the coffee taste was a lot richer in there.
Yeah, that ice is...
Which was very, very good. So, no, Scooters, we'll be visiting again. That was actually very good.
I'm going to go right after this podcast.
Let's get into Kyro Corner. What do we got today?
Some more of that. We got something called Thoracic Outlet Syndrome.
Yep.
Basically, your Thoracic Outlet Syndrome is basically right up in here, right?
Yeah, so it's basically, within your armpit, you could get numbing, tingling, heaviness, weakness. There's different parts of it, and we'll get into all that right now. So let's start off actually just saying what it is and what some of the symptoms are that will come from it. So you get pain, numbing, tingling, any type of weakness or atrophy. Atrophy is like dying of the muscle, and you'll get a lot tiredness of the muscle. So a couple of the orthopedic exams that we do is, like Ruse. I believe it's Ruse. I always forget the name of it. Ruse, where you come up here and one of the hands will tire out faster than the other, and that's a classic.
I think on the orthopedic test they want you to do it for 5 minutes, but there's no way in heck I could do that for 5 minutes. There's no way anyone could do it for 5 minutes. I mean, something ridiculous.
I remember I thought it was 3.
I thought it was 5.
I don't think it was 5. I think it was 3. But usually if they have TOS, it starts to tire out after 30 to 45 seconds.
Yeah, right away.
It starts to tire out pretty quickly. So there's different types of it, and what could be helped or not be helped through either medicinal purposes, whether you have to do any type of surgery for it, or chiro, or physical therapy, or corticos, or so. I guess if you know where the origin of this TOS, thoracic outlet syndrome, is, then you know how to go about it. So let's break these down and say, hey, what's most common and how that presents itself, and then go from there. So the first one is neurogenic. Neurogenic nerves comprise 90%.
I get TOS sometimes, and I'll be literally sitting in bed sometimes, and I feel like numbness going into my pinky finger and my ring finger.
Yeah.
But after a good adjustment, it typically goes away.
Yeah. So, and when it's neurogenic, like you just said, the symptoms that you get pain, you get numbing, tingling, you get weakness. Like we said earlier, atrophy, dying of the muscle. But atrophy doesn't kick in quick. Like people, it takes a long time for a muscle to die off. You're talking years, minimum, 5 to 7 years? Minimum?
Takes a while
for that to happen. So you have ignored all those other symptoms. So you ignored all those other symptoms until basically you just stopped using it completely, and the muscle sort of starts to atrophy away at that point.
If it's caught, you only get to the atrophy portion of it.
Tiring of the arm and the shoulder and arm, especially when raising the arm. So that's the biggest telltale. Is like a lot of people, we get painters. We get a lot of people that work out a lot, which is it's more musculoskeletal at that point. But when they work out heavily, those muscles, the scalenes and the levators and all that get super tight.
Students, we see a lot too.
We see a lot. So just working on those areas will stop pinching off those nerves. I remember in school, we had to draw out the brachial plexus freaking 100 times to really know where everything went, where it originated from, where it's running to. And that's basically... brachial plexus is a bundle of nerves in the armpit area here. It's just an extension coming off the neck nerves in the neck. Cervical plexus is
5, 6, 7, 8. Right? A little bit of T1 as well.
Yeah. So and then that sits right behind here. So when you get this TOS, it could pinch off some of those nerve endings.
That was the biggest cheat in school. If you could draw out the brachial plexus with every single nerve that comes off it.
Yeah,
everything.
And we had one anatomy teacher where our assignment every week we had to turn in 5 new drawings. You had to use a different color every time. Like, he was real meticulous about it. Like, I could still draw right now just from memory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was crazy. So, and then the next one is venous. Just veins compromise. It's only about 5% of the people that actually have TOS. It's not heavy. The biggest thing here is really blue tint in the fingers and edema. It's just swelling in the hands because the veins are choked off. And that usually could come from, once again, in the axillary artery, or anything going on in the pec area or around the glenohumeral joint in that area there. Painful tingling in the fingers, that could be mixed for either one of them. The edema and blue tint is the two biggest things there. Also, the other one that you look out for is the veins bulge a lot more in the shoulder and the neck. So you'll see, they're not really varicose veins, but you just see that they're more prominent. They're way more prominent in that area, and that gives you that, along with the numbing, tingling, and blue fingers, will give you that TOS diagnosis at that point. Arterioles only comprises about 1%. It's not very common for that to happen.
No blood flow going to the area.
Yeah, and that's basically exactly what it is there. Raising your arm over your head, raising the arm over the head, obviously you'll see that paleness comes into the hands quicker. And that's just another arterial area of the TOS. The scariest thing about that is blockage, man. If it's arterial, chances are there is a blockage somewhere in that area, and that needs ER, that needs your medical doc, that's their world. So that's something that
then you start getting like a schema of things.
Yes,
things start dying off.
A schema. Explain a schema. You said the word. You gotta say it now.
A schema is basically when there is a portion of the body that doesn't have sufficient blood flow going to the area. Sometimes we see it in strokes. Potentially happens where there's no blood flow going to the brain, so you could have a stroke.
Yep. So those
schema is not a fun thing.
Those are just once again, if you know what you're looking for, just gotta be knowledgeable. You gotta know what you're looking for. And if you don't know what you're looking for, that's fine. Get somebody that knows what the heck to look for. You know what I'm saying?
And they'll send you to the right direction.
100%.
Like somebody walks in with some sort of arterial TOS going on, we're gonna send you out.
You're gonna send you out.
We're gonna send you to someone that can
for sure
help you better than we can.
Yeah, we got some of the causes I mentioned earlier. If you got a cervical rib, and that's just a congenital anomaly. Congenital anomaly just means you're born with it, accidental finding. We have no idea that it's there unless you have like sprangles or anything like that. But with the cervical rib, it's literally your first ribs that attach into your T1, your first thoracic segment for first thoracic vertebrae. It attaches to the C7 typically. And that goes to the point where it just chokes off those bundle of nerves. Other one is like tight muscles. Like I said earlier, pecs, scalenes. Those are huge. That could be very tight and choke off that bundle of nerves called your brachial plexus. And that's just that brachial plexus supplies everything from the neck down to the arm. So that's where something you end up looking at that, and you got to see where that's getting choked off at that point. Bodybuilders, huge. They got overgrowth of those muscles.
Super big, so everything
so everything starts to compress at that point. Repetitive overhead motion, your swimmers, your painters, your baseball players, your hairstylists, mechanics, those are all up here or up here. Dental hygienist is another big one.
Yeah,
I get a lot. Yeah. They're so fixated on making sure that the patient's comfortable that they don't pay attention to their own posture at all. So dental hygienists and dentists are huge with this. A lot of hunching over, a lot of just arms up here trying to get comfortable trying to get the patient comfortable. So that's a big one. And then God forbid anything, if none of those check out, you got to be concerned. Abnormal findings, you got to be worried about like a tumor or something compressing on that bundle of nerves causing this TOS. So these are just all things. How do we help typically? When it's neuronal, when it's within the nerve, finding where the origin of that nervous system impingement is and trying to relieve that area, whether it's helping out with the muscles, with myofascial cupping, scraping, exercises. PT would help great with that, especially if it's muscular. Opening it back up. If it's more joint out of place, like your SC joint, AC joint, a glenohumeral joint could really affect into the pec because that's where they all come in and attach. We would just realign that, and then go from there.
Yeah, a lot of people that like break their leg, for example, a lot of people are on crutches, and that is actually something that you get a lot of compression on. A lot of times what people do is they have the actual crutch in their armpit compressing. You don't want it specifically in your armpit compressing.
Where are you putting it?
A little bit of space in between your armpit.
Yeah. I mean, typically instead of digging into the axillary area, you want it sort of like not mid-pec, but like bottom third or top third. I'm sorry.
I think you want about like 2 inches between the armpit and the crutch.
Yeah.
Majority of people have their crutches wrong, the way they're using them. A couple of times I've seen patients come in where it's literally dug up into them, and they're so uncomfortable crushing. And I'm like, how about we lower this a little bit?
Yeah.
And as soon as we lower it, they're like, oh my God,
it feels so much better. And that's so a lot of them, like, truthfully, it's weird because you should just be doing like a tricep dip every time, not literally digging into your armpit. It could choke all that off. What else we got here?
Are we gonna have some basketball?
Yeah, we are.
Man,
we are.
Nuggets, I think nuggets.
You want to tell me I was right?
And I ain't talking about chicken nuggets.
You gonna tell me I was right? I'm waiting for it.
Did you? You said 6, right?
I said 5 or 6. I said, bro, you said Miami. You don't get any room to talk about anything.
Be the outsider, man.
You don't get any.
So I can say Denver 4, 5, 6, or 7, and I'll be fine.
No,
you said 5 or 6.
I said 5 or 6. They took it in 5. They were. I once again, Denver's one of those teams that I don't think, unless you're from Denver, how many people actually sit down to watch Denver, unless they were like hardcore Carmelo fans back in the day when he was there. But other than that, no. Like, I mean, no one really watched them.
Denver fan, you know that? Mo Sal.
Is he really?
Fan. He's been an OG Denver fan.
Carmelo made him?
I have no idea. He's just
had to have.
I don't know.
Why would you pick Denver?
I don't know.
It had to have been Carmelo.
Mo Sal, hit us up in the comments.
Let us know. Let us know. But give us some stats.
So Denver, first championship in franchise history. Jimmy Butler was not good yesterday. He shot 27% in a closeout game. So you got to attack him for that.
Yeah.
Somebody got to get him. Joker, though, finals MVP. He was the first player in NBA history to lead the playoffs.
Yeah.
In points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
There was a guy that led every single category in the championship only. We're not going to mention him. But look how significant this is. LeBron James.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
But this is very impressive. The whole playoffs, he led points, rebounds, and assists. He was drafted 41st in 2014, which is crazy. It just tells you how much talent's in the draft.
Yeah.
Somebody going 41st, like, that's crazy.
You know, so the biggest thing about Joker, and it's funny because I forget who tweeted it and then deleted the tweet, but whatever. It was sort of like along the lines of like, he just doesn't care to be there. Like, he would rather just be home with his family and jumping in a pool, and he's just really good at this.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Because after the presser, he's like, I can't wait to go home. And so somebody's like, the parade's on Thursday. He was so mad.
Yeah, and he's it's like a job to him.
He's like, my horses race on Saturday.
Right.
So he wanted to get home.
And I see somebody else say all he wants to do is FaceTime his horses. Like that's what he wants to do.
Crazy though. There's a picture of him, a 5-year-old Joker. He's wearing a Nuggets sweater.
Yeah.
And I have
Where'd you pull this up from?
It was on Twitter.
Was it?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I didn't see this picture.
It's crazy, man.
From 5 years old, he's okay. Well, maybe there are Nuggets fans out there that don't like Carmelo, right? I'm like, where'd this come from? Jamal Murray, though, man.
Awesome playoff run. Tore his ACL in 2021. And legit, he was afraid that the team was going to move on from him. And after they won, he was talking Malone, the coach, and he's like, thank you so much for not moving on.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I really appreciate it. And he was just crying. And there's a video of him crying, which is awesome.
So hold on. Speaking about talking after the game, you know, Joker did not celebrate not even one single bit until he went and shook every player's hands from Miami, and basically congratulated them for making it that far. And was just awesome, like he was there for them before he started celebrating. Like that's class act. That's 100% class act, and awesome. I respect that a lot.
And I thought that series was going to be a lot of beef because of the past plays, you know?
So did I. There was nothing.
That's awesome.
There was nothing.
Pretty nice, man.
So what happens with Miami?
Well, they got 2 championship losses in the last 3 years. The bubble, they versus the Lakers, they lost, and they lost now. I think it's time. It's time to accumulate another star there. I think it's that time. Do you know what time it is?
You think he's going there?
Time.
You think Dame's going there? You think so? Think Dame time's going there?
I think so, because there was a report saying that if he does go anywhere, which his old teammate CJ McCollum said, his days in Portland are most likely over.
Okay.
Miami is a big candidate.
Okay. I mean, you can see that.
If he goes to Miami, that's an issue.
Listen, if anybody's a star, and I'm just going more, business side of things, if anybody's a star and they could end up in either Florida or Texas, they're going there.
Yeah.
Especially if they're competitive, if they're there, if they're right on the brink of a championship.
If they want that cheddar.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nothing.
Florida, right?
So I mean, that's where they're going to pick. And not to mention, they're 2 beautiful states.
Yeah. How about Michigan? Is Michigan beautiful?
For 4 months out of the year.
Thank you.
Yeah, 4 months out of the year, it's unreal. So Michigan summers cannot be beat. Michigan summers are unreal. Yeah. They're perfect weather. They're not too sticky. The winters are just too long. It's
like the bipolarness of the weather. Basically, going from
you never know what you're getting.
Last week was super hot.
Now today you're in a sweater.
50,
you're in a sweater. Yeah, but at the same time, like Michigan, it is. I like the 4 seasons. I like having the leaves changing colors and all that stuff. But the winters are too long. Plain and simple. They're way too long. Yeah, you could get 4 seasons in a week. Yes, you can.
Michigan 4 seasons in a week.
You could.
Sine? Where is he?
He misses Sine already.
Sine, I miss you, man.
It was. I think Miami may need to add one more, but I think adding a star sometimes messes with the chemistry of a team.
They need a star, though.
I know, but
imagine Dame, Bam, Jimmy.
I mean, I don't know the logistics or the money. Like, can they afford that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't looked that up because I haven't thought about it. The basketball season's done, and my mind goes straight football. Like, that's just where I'm at. I'm football. So lo and behold, we got about a month and a little left before. What are we at? We're at June 13th today. So almost 2 months for the preseason to start, which means we'll start getting our draft picks in order probably after 4th of July.
This week.
Are you really? It's early.
This is how I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do like a random thing of WWE players.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to set up a Royal Rumble with 10 people.
Yeah.
And just sim it and see who gets it.
So, okay. So you're going to pick a wrestler.
So I think I'm going to find like a program or something to make it fair where it's randomized and you get your random wrestler.
Okay.
So like say, for example, I randomize your name and you get like Kofi Kingston.
Okay.
Which is like an 80-something overall.
Yeah.
And then say I randomize my brother, Weiss, and he gets like Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Is that fair though? You know, because Roman's a 99.
No, so I think you need to make
random,
sure. I think you need to pick out whatever the wrestlers are.
But regardless of the fact, it's random though.
Yeah, I know, but keep them standard. So say you got these 10 wrestlers that are ranged anywhere from an 80 to 95. Yeah, you're going to get Roman in a 95 or something like that. But you got 80 to 95, so that way they're not that horrible. You get those 10 in a hat. And you get the 10 names of your league in a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Pick 1 and 1.
That is nice.
So you got basically, your brother Weiss with Kofi Kingston, and then you'll have me with this person. And so that way you're getting them both out. It's not just fully randomized at that point.
I like that actually.
Because
I could go to the video game and just put everyone in there.
Put everyone in there.
You think I could do a Royal Rumble with 10 people?
Yeah. I think you can limit it.
On the game?
Yeah, you can limit it.
I don't know.
I believe you can. I don't think it has to be a 30-man. I'll mess with it tonight because that's a good idea. I might end up doing the same thing. I think we were talking about it last. We were talking about it last year, and I just didn't have the energy to want to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it was there was that one, and there was another one that someone did last year.
I think I did. Oh, I did a duck race last year.
That's what it was.
A duck
That's
race.
what it was.
It was on a website. There was random ducks, and you put names where you want them. You click start, and boom.
So let's, man, that one league that you claim you're not going to be a part of, you're going to be a part of it.
Where's my belt, man?
Hold on, wait. So the way he does his weird, it's the worst lottery draft I've ever seen in my life. See, change that up because that is absolutely horrible.
Worst league
That's been
ever.
3 years in a row. I've been in that league for 3 years. His brother had the number one pick for 3 years. How does he do it?
Well, I don't have my belt.
Hold on. How does he do the lottery?
I think he has 2 decks of cards.
Okay.
And he'll pick like, what does he do? Oh, no, he has a hat of numbers.
Okay.
And he has cards that are ace through 10.
Okay.
So he'll pick from the hat, say, picks you, and he'll shuffle the cards. He'll pick a card. He picks a 3 of the third pick.
No, it's different. There's a third step to that.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, no, there's a third step to that. There's a third step to that. There's something along the lines of like he picks your name out of the hat, then he picks a number, and he has 10 cards lined up shuffled.
Oh, and then he'll be like,
and then 1, 2, 3, and then flip that. Yeah. But it's just like, it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
He's the worst commish ever.
I wouldn't say the worst ever.
I don't have my belt. I don't have it. Why don't I have my championship
He's told you to go pick it up. You're lazy.
You want me to go get it from him?
Well, then wait for draft day. Then wait for draft day. It'll be presented to you at draft day.
He has to come to my house.
No, he doesn't have to come to your house. It doesn't matter.
Put some respect on the champ.
It doesn't matter.
I win a league and you guys lose respect for me?
When you're co-champ, since you have a partner in that league.
I do.
Because you don't know how to make decisions on your own. You got to ask everybody else.
How many championships?
I've been in there for 3 years.
No, you've been longer. You've been 4.
No, it's been 3. This is going on my 4th. Yeah. This is going on my 4th.
I've been in there for 5.
Yeah, no, this is my 3rd. I'm going on my 4th.
And I have 2 championship appearances.
You have a partner. You have a partner.
What does that do?
It means nothing.
We're playing 2-on-1 handicap
it means
WWE
nothing.
Match.
It means nothing. You got a second brain there.
Why does that matter?
Because it just matters. You're not as tied in.
Are we getting more points for having 2 people?
No, but you got another guy. You got another guy helping you out.
That's not.
You have a partner. You don't count.
Doesn't matter.
You don't count.
I'm the champ.
Co-champ. You won 2.
That belt.
You won 2.
Yeah, so I've won.
So basically, you have 1.
Yeah, half and half.
That's good. Yeah, you have 1. That's okay.
How many you have? That's one more
none.
than you. Oh my god! Let's talk about
so
NFL.
Nasty.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Where's he going?
Detroit.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yep. They don't need it. They don't need it.
They do need it.
How's he going to end up here?
Listen, let me say something.
Let me look this up while you're talking. Go ahead, look it up.
Hopkins is a good pickup for Detroit because
he's a good pickup for any team.
No. Specifically Detroit because Detroit has young talent that can mature around him.
Okay.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, very young still.
Unreal, though.
And they have J-Mo, which is suspended for 6 games, I believe.
Yes.
I feel like adding somebody a caliber of DeAndre Hopkins, yes, of course, everybody would benefit, other teams as well. Mm-hmm. But specifically the Lions, they can mature around him and learn a lot from him. Also, it allows Amon-Ra St. Brown to have an opposite threat.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's not always double teamed, you know? Hopkins would fit nice in Detroit. But the issue with Detroit is who wants to live in Detroit? When you could pick like Miami, Or you could pick like.
Well, it just matters. Do they want to? I mean, it's hard to say this about a Detroit team.
Yeah.
But Detroit's a player or two away from being there. They really are. And that dynamic player, is he going to put them over that edge though? I don't know.
I think so.
You think so? I think he could. I mean, I don't think the offense had any. They didn't have crazy issues last year.
Adding that rookie running back.
Yeah, he's been a beast. But I mean, they do. They got their cap space is $23 million. So they have a high enough cap space to afford him, and I don't think he's gonna have these crazy numbers. I don't think anyone's gonna pay him absurd amount of money.
No, I don't think so.
But from what I'm seeing, cap space top 51. Hold on, wait, no, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. They're under the cap space. It says, yeah, they have minus. Looks like $6 million if I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, so I don't think they'll be able to do it, my boy.
Listen, we'll make it work. The city of Detroit will start a GoFundMe and we'll make it. Diggs, is that Stephon Diggs or is that Trayvon Diggs not at camp?
Stephon
ain't there?
Stephon Diggs not in camp, and McDermott came out and said he was concerned that he's not there. And I'm just like, I hope I didn't see the interview. I think it was Schefter's tweet saying that McDermott came out and said that he was mad that he's not there, or upset or just felt uneasy the fact that Diggs isn't there. And I'm just like, well, I think he's earned his stripes a little bit. Where does he need to be there? Has anything changed? I know they're mandatory camps and they're good for the rookies and stuff like that, but
lead by example. I think big people should be there. I think
I'm with you.
People that
I'm
are
with you.
parts of the offense,
but I just wonder how McDermott was saying if he's calling them out right now like that. I mean, weren't they on shaky waters last year? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they were on shaky waters last year as well. Saquon, same thing. Shaky waters, contract issues, where they were. He said he's not sure that it's going to get done. The contract's going to get done, and if it does not get done, he's not showing up to mandatory camp. So
the thing with these players that I don't like is two things. Between the player and between the team, it's always a business going back and forth. Players do stuff like this where they don't show up to camp. Yeah, but don't get super upset when somebody gets caught. It's back and forth. I feel like a lot of times players are like, "Oh, the organization did me wrong for cutting me," but vice versa. You a couple years ago did the same thing. You didn't attend these camps or whatever. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah,
no hard feelings.
Yeah, and I think
players need to be better with that.
I think players as well. Like, I mean, going from team to team, or just not fulfilling the rest of your contract, and holding out for a bigger contract. Well, you just signed a 5-year contract, or I don't know for who. I'm just making this up as we go. Yeah, you signed a 3 or 5-year contract. You want to hold out in the 3rd year of your 5-year contract because you want more money. Like, you just signed that 3 years ago. Fulfill your contract, then you'll get more. But to sit out, I don't know Diggs' scenario if he's expired or Saquon's. I know him for sure. He wants a contract before he gets injured again. Yeah. Like I
get it. I do. I get it.
He wants to secure the bag. I mean, that's basically all he wants to do there.
But it's like we've seen it in the past with like a LeVeon Bell trying to secure the bag.
Yeah.
What happened?
But that burned him.
It
burned him. He didn't understand the organization that he was with. They had a perfect system around him.
How good of a player is Bell?
Bell was unreal.
He would have probably ended up.
Bell and AB were both unbelievable.
If those two stayed together and he goes outside,
yes,
they could arguably be best running back of all time, best receiver of all time. Long stretch, but in consideration, you can argue.
Yeah, long stretch.
Argue. But if they stayed together,
I don't know if Bell. Listen, Bell had a long career ahead of him because he avoided contact at all times. He never got hit. He had great vision, which is weird because he said he was high all the time before the game. Great vision. He was able to hit the hole at his own pace. He had a good line in front of him at that time. Munchak, I believe, was our offensive line coach. He was just wait, and then just burst. So, yeah, he would have been unbelievable. That was a shame what happened with him.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook.
I'm happy Dalvin Cook's gone.
Why?
Because Alexander Madison.
You think he's the real deal?
I think he's awesome, yeah. I think it's about time that they release him. Because I think Alexander Madison is the same type of player Dalvin Cook is.
He is.
And it's unfortunate that he was a backup.
Yeah, he is. And that's why they want to get rid of him.
You got to start somewhere,
That's why they want to get rid of him. Dalvin Cook's going to take his time.
You know why this scares me? That guy we were talking about earlier, Moselle, he has him in the auction league for $4.
Madison?
Yeah.
He does.
That's
he
tough.
does.
That's a toughie.
Yeah.
Because he'll go up to like $9, I believe.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dalvin Cook's going to take his time.
Yeah,
He's going to chill.
He's not gonna rush anything.
Vikings owe him $2 million. He's going to just take that, find the right place, find where he's going to contribute the most. And then he'll make a decision. Does he want to be a competitor? Does he want to compete for a Super Bowl? Or does he just want to secure the bag? So, and then he'll decide where he wants to go at that point.
I think Dalvin Cook's in up.
Well, I mean, he has been, though. I mean, it's not, he's still been performing at a high level.
But I think
but he
from
just,
now on, he's just gonna
he's an aggressive runner, though. He's a very aggressive runner. So even like he had these nagging injuries for the past 2 years that just he never stayed fully healthy. So he was performing, don't get me wrong, the guy's an elite athlete.
Yeah.
But he never stayed at that high level throughout the entire year, which is difficult to do. No, but unlike Bell, who never got hit, Dalvin Cook he's going to get hit. Like, it's going to happen. So I think that's why it was just, it was time to let him go. Yeah, I think it's sort of what happened with Zeke. Tony Pollard came in and just, took over.
Pollard's going to be a nice guy, too.
Pollard's going to be nice, okay? So Bryce Young elevated #1 quarterback. So I'm not either.
Andy
But
Dalton stinks. And Matt Corral
was a rookie last year. I believe Ole Miss. I could be wrong. But I just know him because everybody thought that he was going to the Steelers, and I was begging for them to not take him. Like, begging for them to not take him. Like, I was hoping.
Did you want Pickett?
Yeah. He was the only quarterback I wanted in that draft.
You wanted Pickett?
Yeah. I didn't want anybody else. There was nobody else in that draft. If they didn't take Pickett at 20, I wanted them to hold off till this year to get a quarterback. I did not want them to take one last year.
Our boy that pulls cards, Fire Rips.
Yeah.
He pulled a Pickett the other day.
Oh, my God.
And I hopped in his live, and he's like, tell your boy what I just pulled.
What did he pull?
I screenshotted it. I was saying it was Downtown Kenny Pickett.
What's the name of his
Fire Rips?
Fire Rips. He's unreal on that thing.
TikTok. He's
Follow
always
him.
breaking
Yeah.
things. He's so enthusiastic.
He's unreal.
He'll pull something like every time I go in there.
Yeah.
I just write bang in there, and he'll read it. He'll be like, bang.
Hey, I literally.
He's awesome. He's good.
I'm not a big card guy.
He's my favorite.
Like, I like
ripper.
looking at him, but I'll watch him just for pure entertainment. Mm-hmm. He is unbelievable. So Fire Rips, TikTok, that's where he does
awesome,
his.
man.
He's not on Whatnot, is he? Mm-mm. He just does it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. He's unreal. Madden cover. What do you think about it?
Before we get into Madden,
Yeah.
I have to say something. I am the best Madden player in the city that I live in.
Shut up.
Best Madden player. I will beat anyone down. So if there's any challenges,
Here we go again.
Madden is my game. No one can beat me.
You're not that good.
Come on, man.
You're not that good.
Come on, man. I was ranked in the last one.
Yeah, but you played it like a freaking weirdo.
Which you have to win to get ranked.
You were playing
I was ranked
nonstop.
Like 6,000. I didn't play that much. I versed the number 13 guy in the world.
Yeah.
On the Xbox
in the
server,
world?
On the Xbox server.
Okay.
I beat him. I versed the number 6 guy. I think I lost by 2. I lost by a safety. Put some respect on my name.
Madden cover this year. What do you think of it?
Josh Allen. I mean, I think that's the only thing he's going to win. So it's awesome. Good for him.
I don't. Jetta should have been on there.
Whatever. Josh Allen. I'm fine with it.
Would you rather have Jetta though?
Don't care.
No.
Fine. Either or.
I mean,
As long as the game is good.
I don't like it. I don't like him on the cover.
Release date August 18.
Yeah, and if you pre-order, you can get it about 3 or 4 days earlier.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm about to pre-order that for sure.
Oh yeah. But this picture I pulled up of Jay Jetta.
Yeah.
Can we just look at that picture?
That's unreal.
Like you could see his earring.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, don't look at the picture of what's it called though.
Who?
Dan Campbell.
Is it bad?
It's like his face is not complete yet.
Really?
Yeah, in the beta at least. I'm sure they'll fix that by the time it gets released.
This Jay Jetta.
This one's unreal.
Is awesome.
Yeah.
So apparently they're saying this Madden is a make or break
You know why though, right?
for the friend. Why?
Because the NFL and EA Sports contract ends after this year. So starting next year, 2K Sports could start making simulated
2K
NFL.
was awful with the Madden though.
Well, they never had the simulated. They could never have the simulated NFL. There was always some type of arcade or some type of something. EA's been Madden forever.
No, 2K had it with Terrell Owens on the cover.
Yeah, that was not a full simulation, like a game simulation. There's certain contracts that they had that they could not have, that they could not do exactly what Madden's doing. That contract expires this year. I know which one you're talking about. That expires after this year.
2K5.
Yeah. That expires after this year. So it's a make or break because people are getting fed up with their with their MUT rankings and with all the dynasty stuff.
I don't know if they should give it up though.
Who?
I think the NFL needs to stay with EA and not go to 2K.
Well, I feel like after Madden passing, they have no obligation to it anymore.
2K is awful.
Yeah, I mean, Madden's unreal. EA Sports is unreal.
EA Sports is
that's where it's at for sure.
EA Sports.
So give us what are some changes that were made?
All right, let's talk about it. So they got something called Hit Everything 2.0. Hit Everything expands with the new contested catch tackle types that provide more control and tackle variety on defense. Tackle animations are selected more dynamically, which unlocks new and more fluid tackle interactions like a wrap and scoop tackles.
You know, we get promised this every year. Different animations, different tackles. But it has gotten better.
They're just not heavily introduced into the game.
No.
Like, I saw a video online from the beta. Like, Josh Allen was rolling to the right, and he, like, dove and threw it.
That was Mahomes.
Was it Mahomes?
They had the Mahomes, They had the Mahomes, like that Super Bowl throw where he dove and threw.
In the corner.
Yeah, that was Mahomes.
And then they got skill-based passing 2.0, dive for a winning one-hander with improved catching AI. Thread the needle with surgical accuracy using new throw animations and anticipate more authentic defensive reactions with enhanced DB behavior and skill-based passing 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, you know the one thing I hate about all these games?
What's up?
It's not just everything's such a crazy learning curve every year, where it's not you could just plug the game in, play, and enjoy it.
Like for this one,
yeah, it was just like it's just too much. Like sometimes you just want to be able to play.
My game that I always play.
No, PUBG sucks.
It's a good game.
It's by far the worst game I've ever played in my life.
You haven't given it a chance.
It is horrible. It is slow. It is glitchy.
Learning curve on is very difficult.
It doesn't learning curve. No, it's a horribly made game.
Played it for a little bit, you'd like it a lot.
No,
it's a fun game. Man.
It's horrible, and everybody I've talked to is horrible.
Who'd you talk to?
Everybody that we play with online.
Whoever you talk to, time to call me.
No, you're the only one that liked it.
I gotta give him some.
It's horrible.
Knowledge.
It's by far the worst shooting game I played.
All right.
I think Red Dead is way better.
Red Dead, get out of here.
Yeah, Red Dead's better.
AI enhancements for Madden.
Yeah.
Smarter AI enables smoother and more realistic player action and reactions to play call. Providing more confidence, your AI teammates will execute your game plan the way you intend. QB awareness, ball carrier AI, and pathfinding, blocking AI, DB awareness, post-play emotion. You know what I don't like about this Madden?
What?
As soon as I started getting very good, and I got to the point where I was playing hiring people,
Yeah.
I feel like the computers were ridiculous as well. Like the computers on the actual team.
Really?
Like I'll throw a fader out to someone and their DB that they're not even using will go ahead and pick it off.
Really?
And they'll pick it off. They won't be looking at the ball. I broke some controllers, man. I ain't gonna
The
lie to
only
you.
thing that Matt, I think it was 2-3 years ago when they really started building in the momentum. It was like the minute you lose that momentum. Why can't I fucking speak today? Momentum. The minute you know why I thought about that. Pops from Wayne's Brothers. Hit that with that momentum. The minute you get that against you, it was hard breaking out of it. It was nuts.
Oh, you're talking about the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. All right. What are we on to? UFC. UFC. Big weekend. Amanda Nunez.
She's done.
You know, I think she did it, and she did it right.
Going on top.
Yeah, she went out on top, man.
It's hard for people to do.
Yeah, she went out on top.
23-5 career. Her last loss was against Juliana Pena.
Yeah.
Which she was supposed to fight her this weekend. But she had a broken rib.
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's why she got pulled. So
Okay.
that would have been a better fight. But her fight against Irene Aldana, like...
Yeah. It was just a massacre.
Could you go over those stats?
Yeah, I gotta zoom it in here.
You got to scroll down. The other pictures at the bottom.
No, you got Olivera down there. Oh, there it is. There it is. All righty, there it is. Total strikes. Well, Nunez was 196 of 323. Her significant strikes were 142 of 267, and her takedowns were 6 of 13. Okay, her total strikes, she was 60%. That's just massacre.
Compare it to the other one.
Okay,
please.
Now the other one, total strikes 57 of 159. That's 35.8%. 41 of 143, 28.7% in significant strikes, and no takedowns. No takedowns or takedown attempts. So she toyed with her. Like, I mean, yeah.
Yes.
And if you've seen the post fight, when they were in the corners and you seen both their faces, Nunez looked like she just had a heavy workout.
She was clear.
And Aldana was done. Like her face was all over the place. Like it was bad. Charles Olivera, man. Okay, I'm sorry. Darvish, overrated. I don't care. I'm sure all these UFC crazy guys are going to come at you. Don't know the UFC.
Vegas had
He's
Olivera
horrible
at plus 150.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Like that, but I looked at my brother. I'm like, bro, that is such an easy bet for people to take.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. But
who is he? The only person he beat was Tony Ferguson. Was when he was on his way down, like he was on his downfall.
Darvish is terrible.
Why was he the favorite? I don't understand. And Olivera's
because of his streak of 8 fights.
Oliveira's only loss was against Islam.
Listen, I'll tell you this, and I know you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Islam. If you do not have Khabib in your corner against Olivera, you're going to lose.
You think so? Seriously?
100%. Every single fight you watch with Islam, you hear Khabib in the corner screaming.
Yeah. His IQ is unbelievable.
Like hand over, this and that. Like he sees all that.
Yeah.
Because Islam's last fight, he didn't look sharp at all.
Bro, no one's going to look sharp against Volk. Volk's unreal.
But if you're claiming someone's really, really good, you better look sharp in all your fights. Which a lot of people are saying, Islam's so good. He's better than Khabib and this and that. I've heard that multiple times.
I think he has the potential to be better than Khabib. I don't think he's there yet.
If you are considered a GOAT in this league,
he's too young to be called him a GOAT. Come on now.
Like a baby goat.
Don't even try. He's not. You can't even put him in the same.
Do you know what a baby goat's called?
No.
Kid. Anyway, but listen, if you claim to be the top and the champion and you're calling people out, he called out Volk, man.
He called out Volk and he called out Olivera as well, right after the fight.
Short guy, what are you?
Yeah.
Come fight me.
Right after Olivera's fight.
You better dominate his ass.
Right after Olivera's fight.
Yeah, you better
He
dominate.
tweeted out, hey, there's levels to this.
Yeah,
and Olivera was like, yeah, okay, I'm working up that level. Let's go. When's the next fight?
Yeah.
Dana White comes out and says, hey, it's happening. Like, enough of this.
He takes him.
I don't think so.
100%.
I mean, it's they fought the first time. Islam beat him. Yeah. But like you said, Khabib was in his corner.
Yeah.
And Khabib's IQ is just unbelievable.
And like that right there was the tasting of being a champion. He's always wanted to be a champion. This was his opportunity. So imagine all the adrenaline rushing to his body. Like that belt is right there.
Yeah.
You're already the champion. So stakes are a little, you're just defending it.
Maybe, but I don't see it that way. I think it's going to be a great fight. I don't think anybody else has a chance against Islam. I think Olivera, it's gonna be a very good fight. Volk is another one that if he gets another title shot, that he could be another one that's on that verge of beating Islam.
You wanna know what I wanna see? I wanna see Olivera choke out Islam, make him tap. I want Khabib to come back for 130.
I don't know.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
How sick would that be?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
30th win against Olivera.
I don't think he's coming back though.
I don't think so either.
There's no way he comes back.
A fantasy world.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Like something like that would happen. That's
like amazing. Bigger Brother's gonna come on revenge for Islam. Come on, bro. That ain't gonna happen. But Olivera, he was efficient. He was efficient. 37-47 in total strikes at 78.7%. Significant strikes 26 to 36, 72%.
Scary, man.
He was 0 for 1 on takedowns.
He choked him out or knocked him out? What happened?
It was a KO. Man, yeah, he just stopped fighting. Yeah, Olivera was just he was railing on him.
Yeah,
I think it was a kick, if I remember correctly.
I feel like that ref was very, very late to call it.
No, because
the ref's sitting there, I'm like, pull him.
Darvish kept on either kicking or he was covered up. His head wasn't bouncing at first.
Go watch the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, I did.
And you could see that the ref called that very, very late.
He did. He a little late, but I think he had to make sure that he was actually knocked out and not fighting back.
Are you ready for this one?
Who else? Darvish. I'm sorry. Before we get into the next thing, we didn't do a would you rather, my boy. So we gotta do that. Yes, we gotta do that right now.
I forgot about that.
Darvish 32 of 59, 54%. Significant strikes 12 of 28. He just a little efficient, but just Olivera was just different. He was just different that day. So let's get into this. Would you rather?
Are you going first?
I could go. It doesn't matter.
First.
I got to pull it up.
Come on, bro. I thought you thought about it. You got to have it in your head.
I wrote it down. It's too long. All right. So
I'm thinking.
Huh?
I'm thinking.
All right. For $1 million.
Oh, Millie.
$1 million.
Millie on the clock.
You have to pick one of these to do. Okay. Would you rather be stuck in a room this size?
Okay.
Higher ceiling, so you can't climb anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. Empty, bare, nothing else in here. with a starved lion for 2 hours, or ride on a roof of a train going 200 miles per hour for 2 hours, or be forced to fight Tyson for 12 rounds, Tyson in his prime, you get knocked out, the minute you get back up, you got to go another round. You're going 12 rounds. Okay? Or every time you turn to get into your car, Prime Ray Lewis is spearing you for 2 months. Or you just give up the money and say, forget this, I ain't dealing with
it. Do you have this written down?
Yeah.
Can you show me it?
Too long for you to comprehend?
Is
that what it is?
You went from the train to Ray Lewis hitting me in my...
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to actually get...
Damn. Be stuck in a 10 by 10 room with a starved lion for 2 hours.
You know we got a time limit on this, right?
Shit, I didn't know you were going to give me 40 situations. You're forced to fight 12. Man.
They just kept on coming to me. So I kept on writing.
Wow. I feel like I'm
It's dying. A milli.
I feel like I'm dying in every situation. You know what I'm going to do?
I know exactly I think I know what you're doing. I don't know. Go ahead.
Give me the lion. Give me the lion.
2 hours?
Give me the lion.
Starved lion?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the lion.
No, you ain't gonna eat
Better.
shit. You're gonna get eaten.
I'm gonna eat the lion.
You're gonna get eaten.
I'm gonna eat
There's
the lion.
no way.
You told me in this room, right? This exact room. That's what you said.
I said higher ceilings.
Yes, but you
nothing
said this room.
inside of it.
Nothing inside.
Nothing
of it?
inside the room.
Am I wearing shoes?
Yeah,
Am I wearing shoes?
Yeah.
Okay, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. You ready? I'm gonna tell you how to defeat the lion. I'm gonna grab one of my shoes. I'm gonna grab both of them actually.
Smelly ass feet. You're gonna gas it out?
No, not that. I'm gonna grab my shoes. I'm gonna take off the laces on both shoes, and I'm gonna tie them together. I'm gonna go behind the lion and choke him out, and I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna give him my money.
You got problems.
I'm gonna give him money.
You got problems that you think that
My
you're
shoelace-
actually convincing yourself that that's gonna work.
Easily.
Yeah, that's the problem with you.
Take me to the zoo right now.
You are the worst. You're dying, bro. You're dying. 100%.
They said you're getting mauled before that happens.
You are.
Let me get some of my shoelaces.
I said
and
a
it's done.
starved lion. You're done.
I'm hungry too.
You're done.
I'm hungry
You're
as well.
nowhere near as hungry as a lion will be. Nowhere near.
I am hungry too. I am defeating that lion. It's easy, man.
No.
That's the easiest milli I'm gonna make.
No.
Ever. All right.
You're dead.
Ready for mine?
Yep, go ahead.
Would you rather have the ability to fall asleep whenever you wanted or wake up whenever you want?
Fall asleep whenever I wanted.
Fall asleep?
Dude, I have the hardest time sleeping. I don't sleep at night.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't sleep at night.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 4 hours a night if I'm lucky.
Well, imagine waking up whenever you want. Like, say hypothetically you said 6 a.m., you put it in your head, 6 a.m., you wake up, no alarm.
Got an alarm for that. What the hell do I want that for?
Well, a lot of times you snooze it. This is actually getting up and the
Fine.
ability to get up.
I'm never late. I'm good.
If your alarm's at 6 o'clock, you're waking up at 6?
No, I don't set my alarm at 6. I don't set my alarm an hour
Hypothetically,
before.
if
I
you
set my
want-
alarm at 6:30. I get out of bed at 6:30.
Really? You
Yes.
like, as soon as it rings, you get up?
Yeah, I'm good.
No snoozing?
Maybe once.
Okay, imagine none.
No. I would rather fall asleep easily. No problems. My mind's
Really?
racing all the time, dude. I'm always thinking. So I'll lay down in bed. If I lay down,
It's
I'm
hard for you to fall asleep?
easily. Yeah.
Specifically yesterday?
No. No, yesterday I actually knocked out.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Wonder why I knocked out?
No,
Yeah, I knocked
you
out.
did not sleep right away.
By the time I
We
went
were
to
texting at 3 o'clock.
I didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock.
Why?
Because
You were home by 1:30.
that's not me, bro. I get home when I get home.
chugged the Red
I
Bull,
need
man.
I need to sit down.
You chugged the Red Bull.
It does not
It's
affect me.
1:10.
I could drink these right now and go to bed. Coffee is just ever
You
since
got a hair
college. No,
mattress? Let's watch us get fall asleep.
no, that's the problem. I can't fall asleep that quickly. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't. And then my thing is when I'm out or I do anything, I still I don't care what time I get home. I gotta go home and unwind and just sort of clear my mind for at least an hour before I even try to go to bed. Because if I try to go to bed and it's like I'm going to sleep, I'm waking up and here we go. It's on repeat again.
Sure.
I have to unwind. So no, fall asleep whenever I want.
What are you picking?
Yeah, which one are you picking for both of them? I don't think he's gonna know either one.
He's probably picking the lion. And then for this, he's going to pick up the ability to wake up whenever he wants.
No, sleep 100%. Definitely not the lion. I knew putting in the lion
listen,
was like
I'm
a
just
sucker
different.
bet for you.
I'm different.
It was a sucker bet for you. I knew 100% what you were picking the
can talk to
minute I put a
animals.
lion in there.
I'm different, bro.
The minute I knew what you were doing. We got to start cut bench.
This is a good one. We got Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
Are these all in their prime or right now?
Diggs. Prime. This is tough.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think
write yours down.
All right. I mean, I already know what I'm doing. Go ahead. I can write it down.
Write it down. Ooh, man, that's a good one.
All right, what do you want?
Are we doing start first?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want.
3, 2, 1. Devontae Adams. Let's do bench now.
All right.
Or no, let's do bench, yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Cheetah.
Diggs.
Who'd you go?
Diggs.
No, Cheetah. You gotta go Cheetah.
And we're cutting the cheetah.
You're cutting Cheetah. I'm cutting Diggs.
We might need the cheetah because the lion's going to die.
You're the worst. You are the worst. All right, I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you guys for always showing us love, making sure you're sharing our stuff.
Yes.
Being there. If you guys ever have any recommendations, go ahead and send our way. We'll talk about whatever.
Yes. So we got a month off right now. Season 1 is actually came to a close as we opened up this wonderful studio. But now we got to decorate the studio. So you guys let us know what the heck we should do and what should we put up here. Any recommendations?
So I am a champion.
Fantasy is coming back and we cannot wait.
Can you say I'm a champion?
Hopefully, no. So hopefully we're going to end up just coming in heavy. We're probably going to mix a couple things up and change some things around. We definitely want to start bringing in guests now that we have some more space for it. So if you love sports, want to talk health, whatever it is, reach out to us. Let us know. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. We'll see you in a month.
Thank you.